Let's make an easy weeknight meal with things you can find at the pantry. Today we're going to be making tuna noodle casserole. Let's start out with making our crunchy topping. All you need is your cracker and cheese of choice. Today I'll be using chicken in a biscuit and Parmesan cheese. In a Ziploc bag, combine the two ingredients and crush them up until they resemble a crumb. This is a simple and fun step if you want to get the kids involved as well. Something along this texture is perfect. A couple big pieces is no big deal. We're then going to add about a teaspoon of a neutral flavored oil or even melted butter just to add some moisture to our crumb. Give it one last mix and set it aside for later. We're going to cook our pasta according to package directions and make sure to reserve a cup of pasta water before draining your pasta. Once you have your water, you can drain your pasta as normal and set it aside. Next, we're going to chop up half of a medium onion and begin to saute it on the stove. This only takes a few minutes. We're just looking for them to get translucent and softer in texture. Now that our onions have had a chance to cook down, we're going to grab our seasonings, which are a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of dried parsley. We're going to add our seasonings to our onions and cook them on the stove for a couple of minutes. By cooking our seasonings on direct heat like this, it gives them a chance to bloom and have more flavor. You have to keep stirring right now because we don't want them to burn, but only for about a minute or so before we start adding more ingredients. Next up is our reserved pasta water. This is a key ingredient in thickening our sauce because it has the starch from the reserved pasta. We're then going to add our cup of milk and allow this to cook on medium heat until it starts to bubble. Make sure to be stirring regularly so nothing gets burnt at the bottom. We're going to allow our sauce to bubble on the stove for about 20 minutes. This gives the sauce a chance to develop its flavor and thicken up as well. After about 20 minutes, we're going to add our pasta back to our sauce. Give it a good mix so all the noodles are nice and incorporated. We're going to add the rest of our grated cheese and give that a good mix as well. Next up is about a cup of Greek yogurt. Now this can also be replaced for sour cream. However, the Greek yogurt adds a really good creamy texture while also bringing some protein to the table. Our lovely tuna is going to be added to the mix, followed by whatever veggie you have on hand. I'm using spinach, but I've also used peas and carrots. Our tuna noodle casserole mixture is all done and we have added it to our baking dishes, and now it's time for the best part. We're going to generously add our cracker crumbs to the top, and then we're going to pop these in the oven at around 350 degrees until the top is nice and golden brown and the sides are bubbling. For the full recipe, check out the tuna noodle casserole recipe card posted on our Facebook. I hope you enjoyed this easy, pantry-friendly meal.